Coming up on Sunday at 4 Eastern, the world's best cowboys dare one of nature's fiercest beasts. 2,000 pounds of fire-breathing bull, live at the Bud Light World Professional Bull Riding Challenge, Sunday at 4 Eastern on NBC. Hey, look, I work with Wally and Benny. I know something about bull.
Yeah.
And that's going to be fun.
And there's some beef, too.
And those bulls probably eat some big beets. Robert Pressley is having a great run in that 77 car.
Just moved into the 8th position as he gets by the 22 of Ward Burton.
Must have been too much turkey and stuffing yesterday.
Good job. Nobody won't mess for you today.
Marty, what's going on with the Ward Burton's team?
Well, about 5 laps ago, he was running 5th. Benny, he radioed in. He said, I think I have an engine that's going bad. Tommy Baldwin threw his clipboard down, very upset. He's hanging it out right now, just trying to see how long it will last, but he has already fallen back to the 9th position on the track.
So that's the story there on Ward in the 22 car. Robert Pressley moving up, is in a fight for points all of his own in that 77 car. Last place money paid out by Winston to the drivers is 25th. And Robert and Casey Atwood just 8 points apart for that money.
And it's worth $65,000. That's a lot of money.
That's about what BP makes a week.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey, let's talk about the caution that we're going to see here from NASCAR in a couple of laps. You agree or disagree with putting a caution out in these circumstances when you've got a questionable tire situation?
They don't have any choice. They really do not have a choice.
And here it comes. Caution flag is out for NASCAR to allow the teams to check their tires. And let's see if Sterling Marlin goes by Jeff Gordon to the yellow flag this time, since Gordon's got to let his teammate Terry Labonte try and stay a lap back.
I don't think he'll do it this time. I don't think he really meant to do it last time.
Kyle Petty not able to get a lap back.
Well, there was a bunch of guys ready to go a lap down.
Bunch of guys did. Stacy Compton, Joe Nemechek, Mike Wallace, Ron Hornaday, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Bobby Hamilton Jr., Kyle Petty, Buckshot Jones, Kevin LePage, Terry Labonte all got lapped in that last segment of the race.
4 tires, guys.
Terry partly by the unscheduled pit stop we saw. So third caution out just before the 1/3 point.
And Rusty Wallace had fallen back to the 14th position. And I know he'd love to go in the pits, but he had no choice except to ride it out.
Yeah, once they said they were going to put a caution out at 95, you had to stay with it till then. Here they come. I don't think we'll see anybody take 2 tires this time.
Nope. Although the 40 held in there pretty good.
Good. 4 tires, guys. 4 tires. 90%.
Marty.
Tommy Baldwin asked Ward Burton on the radio, what do you think the engine problem is? He said, all I feel is a bad vibration. Tommy said, I think it's the right front tire. Let's see how long it lives. He is tied off. They will make a wedge adjustment. To Matt Yoakum.
5th place, Mark Martin still says his car is tight. They put a spring rubber in the right rear. A 4-tire change as Sean Parker goes to work on the left side to Dave Burns.
Definitely 4 tires for Sterling Marlin. Wedge adjustment. He was tight. He is leaving his pit stall now. Bill.
Jeff Gordon is on his way. He's got 4 new tires, a half-pound up in the right rear. Just a tick tight coming off turn 4. He leads the parade off pit road.
Combo 9's got the side skirt is sticking straight out. See it right there?
Yeah.
Somehow we lost that. Somehow we lost that.
I wonder if the jack got hung in it when they dropped the jack.
Maybe, yeah.
On the right
Pulled it
side.
out.
Good point.
So let's take a break. We're under the caution flag here at the New Hampshire 300, presented by the film Behind Enemy Lines. You're watching NASCAR on NBC.
I don't know which way to go from here. I'll take the high road, but I know it won't take me too far.
NBC's coverage of the NASCAR Winston Cup New Hampshire 300 is brought to you by New Pepsi Twist. Pepsi and Diet Pepsi with a twist of lemon. By the Home Depot, the official home improvement warehouse of NASCAR. By the United States Army, an army of one. And by Pep Boys. All you need to know is where to go. Pep Boys.
91,000 seats at the New Hampshire International Speedway. There are not many of them empty today. Look at this crowd. We came in a little after 5:30 this morning Eastern Time. We were not alone on the roads.
Hey, I would never believe that we'd have a traffic jam this morning at 5:30, but it wasn't a traffic jam, but you're right. A lot of folks coming out to the Speedway this morning.
Pretty warm late November day in northern New England. Look at Mark Martin's car smoking. Almost had another jam up at pit exit.
The left front was smoking heavily on Mark Martin's car.
Brakes locked up, trying to avoid somebody.
Evidently, he's locked up trying to avoid the car in front of him.
They've taken the blowers out on the track to try and clean all those marbles off that Wally was talking about a little while ago. But this caution's going to last a few more laps. Let's take another break. Jeff Gordon is the leader. We're at the 1/3 point of today's New Hampshire 300. 1 week from tomorrow, Saturday, December 1st, Michael Jordan's back on NBC as the Washington Wizards host the Orlando Magic. Should be a pretty good matchup. Jordan and company trying to contain Orlando's dynamic duo, Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady. The NBA on NBC returning Saturday, December 1st.
Take a look at turn 2 and look at what they're blowing off, which is the marbles. This is the chunks of tires and the dirt and everything that winds up outside the groove. And if you get on that with hot tires, the stuff takes a long time, takes a couple laps to clean off. Then you have another problem where the cars are running right here. This stuff right here is the tire actually sticking to the racetrack, and it's like bubble gum. Not too bad right now, but that will get heavier in places, and it'll be like rumble strips that you run over like they have in the center of the highway. So you either got to be on one side or the other of it. How about it, Marty?
Well, Wally, earlier Bill talked about the right front tire that came off of Robbie Gordon's car. He heard the word from his team owner, Richard Childers. This is the right front off of Robbie Gordon's car this time. He took only 2 tires. He's up to 10th. This is the right rear. Also blistered. You see blistering on both tires. But Robbie's team may be in good shape. Let me show you why. Let's go to the other side of the pit stall. This morning in practice, his crew chief, Gil Martin, scuffed 3 sets of tires. On this end of pit road, there are only 2 teams that have scuffed tires. Robbie Gordon's team has 3 sets. They're going to put 1 set on next time. Casey Atwood's team also has 3 sets of scuffed tires. Bill?
Marty, this is the right front tire off the car of Jeff Gordon. You can see he has this blistering, or chunking as some guys are calling it, on the inside of his right front tire. It's basically because the tire is soft, as we've talked about. He also has this problem in a very small fashion on his right rear tire. Robbie Loomis just finished talking to Gordon, told him about both tires, saying it's happening on both right side tires, but the right front is the one that they're watching right now.
That's a great point, guys, and I'll tell you what, those scuffed tires that are laying in the pits are going to become very, very valuable here soon.
Robbie Gordon has moved up to 10th place and took just 2 tires on his pit stop. Jeff Gordon leads the field to the restart. Oh, Sterling Marlin got a terrible restart. 2, maybe 3 lap cars going to get in between he and Gordon. And 92 right behind Jeff Gordon. Joe Nemechek and Stacy Compton. They're the first 2 cars a lap down. Nemechek is in 32nd place. Compton is in 33rd. Robert Pressley and Elliott Sadler, 77 and 21, 7th and 8th place.
And Pressley dives on the inside of Terry Labonte. Goes by, here comes Mark Martin. The 9th place runner, the 6th car, the blue and silver, number 6.
Last day of work for Robert Pressley. He's out of this ride at the end of the day today and does not yet have a seat secured for next season. And there's Robbie Gordon in that 31, racing Mark Martin for 9th place. Matt Kenseth in the 17 right behind him. He's in 11th. While we watch some of this, watching these tire problems, the first thing you think is, okay, Goodyear brought the wrong tire. But because of the circumstances of this weekend's race, it's hard to indict them for that. How could you come up here and do a tire test when you knew the weather was going to be colder? You know, you couldn't do a tire test a month ago.
Hey, I brought the wrong clothes. I should have brought my Tommy Bahama shirt.
Exactly.
You know, we all thought it was going to be colder. So Goodyear, you know, they made the right decision, but it just didn't play out for them. Otherwise, nobody expected this.
See, Elliott Sadler trying to take the spot away from Pressley. 7th spot, can't quite get underneath him.
Elliott Sadler winning at Bristol in August. He has only one other top 10 finish the entire season. Jeff Gordon leads. Sterling Marlin is second. Dale Jarrett, Tony Stewart, and Bobby Labonte make up the rest of the top 5. Just past a third of the way in here at New Hampshire.